Hey, Dan Meyer here, and I'm going to talk to you today about 5 tips for outsourcing work to a virtual assistant or a virtual team. So my background is basically, I've been in outsourcing for 20 years. I've done big corporate outsourcing where I've set up call centers in the Philippines. I've handled clients with hundreds, if not thousands, of outsourcing employees overseas, done training, done strategy, helped them scale their business. I've also worked with small business owners, entrepreneurs, solopreneurs like speakers and coaches and trainers who need one virtual assistant to work with them part-time. And whatever I've done with outsourcing, though, I've found that there are 5 things that are universal, that happen no matter what size of outsourcing you're talking about, no matter what the scope of the business is, no matter what you're trying to do to hire someone to help you in your business. These 5 tips are going to be helpful for you when you think about what do you need to do to scale your business and why outsourcing is the option. Number 1 is money. The number 1 reason why people outsource is to save money. We all know about the fact that if you outsource overseas, you're going to be able to save money on salary because people just can work for less because they have a lower standard of living. Unfortunately, it's just a reality. You could have someone who gets paid a very low wage in the United States and give that same money to somebody in, say, the Philippines, and they're going to have a great life. And so we find that that's why people outsource. It's a no-brainer, right? But here's my tip for you when it comes to cost. Don't just outsource based on what's cheapest. Outsource on what's a combination of what's going to give you decent quality and good productivity for the price. You get what you pay for. If you go for the lowest common denominator, for example, if you hire someone to make a logo for you on Fiverr and it's a one-time thing, that's great. But if you want someone to do graphic design images for your business, for your social media, for your sales banners, for everything you're doing, you want that to be consistent and look and feel the same, you want to hire a graphic designer that can be a part of your team. If you just hire a freelancer, they can ghost you whenever. If you hire somebody to be part of your team, they're going to stick with you a lot longer. So saving money is not just about what's cheapest, it's about what makes the most sense to give you bang for your buck. How do you get the best quality, the best productivity for your dollar? Number 2 is time. The second most common reason why people outsource is to free them up or to free their team up. In every business, no matter how big or small, you have processes, you have things that have to happen that are routine, that are repetitive, that are mundane, that don't need to be done by somebody with a certain skill set. You can outsource those things. You can find someone that can do that for you, that will be able to do that job better than your team can do. When you find what you need to outsource as far as time, you think about what are the tasks that can be done by somebody else. And you identify what these tasks are, you figure out how they're done, you document it, and then you get somebody else to do it. And it frees up the people that were doing it to do things that only they can do. That's how you scale a business, right? No matter what you're an expert at, there's somebody else that's better at doing certain things. Your time is better spent on some things and not on others. So figure out what are those things that need to be outsourced to save you time. If you find the right match between what you want to outsource and people that want to do it, that's my tip for you. Find people who like to be worker bees. Find people who, because of the situation in their life where they are the breadwinner and they have to provide and they live in a place where a decent salary to them is everything, they're going to be very consistent and very productive staying and doing things that bore you. This is the reality of the world. Right. So tip number 2, when you think about saving time, make sure you're taking tasks and you're giving the people that will be productive and successful doing those tasks. Don't outsource anything to anyone because then you're asking for disaster. The next thing I'll talk about really is increasing productivity. A tip I have here is that to be more productive, you have to have goals. You have to measure what you want done. You have to know that currently you are producing 100 widgets a day. But the market will bear that you should be able to produce, will buy from you 1,000 widgets a day. And your challenge is you can't get from 100 to 1,000 on your current team. And you can't find the people locally to do it for you. And you can't figure out how to get more value out of automation. That's when you turn to an outsourcing team to help take what you're doing and replicate it, to be more productive, to get more widgets created. Whatever that is for you, think about, if we had more people who could do this, we would make more money. For example, for me, as I do more and more video editing for clients, I have to add more video editors. I know that I can help people increase their time, their savings, and be more productive if I take away their video editing and I do that for them. So I'm helping scale their business by hiring a team that can do all their YouTube and TikTok videos. Just an example. Number 4, ensuring quality. As you think about saving time, as you think about saving money, and as you think about increasing productivity, one thing that's super important is you want to ensure you have good quality. And the tip I have for you about quality is find people that are experts in what you need. And the cool thing, again, about outsourcing, especially if you're going to outsource, say, to the Philippines, is you're going to find top talent. If you look at my business, most of my virtual assistants, most of my team members helping clients in the United States are all college degree holders. They all have professional work experience. They all are somebody who's got a good resume behind them. They have good English. They have worked for American companies. They are good at what they do. And they stick and do good work because they want that long-term commitment. A key here to ensure quality is give people a sense of security. If you want good quality for your employees, then you have to lead them, you have to inspire them, you have to empower them. But the bottom line, you want them to feel safe and secure in knowing what they're doing is something they can keep doing for as long as they want to. And when you give them that sense of security, quality will always stay high. Your attrition will also stay low, which is another benefit. You don't have to hire as many people as often because you are producing good quality, which is keeping people happy. But when you find good people that can do things like video editing or graphic design or email management or customer service, the best way to ensure quality is to give them a sense of certainty that they're going to be able to do it for a long period of time. So that's my 4th tip. Tip number 5, being even more consistent. Whatever you're doing now, a key to your success has got to be that you're doing it consistently. Whatever service you're providing, whatever product you're producing, if you don't do that consistency, you will lose clients. And so the whole point of outsourcing is, again, to do things like to be able to be more consistent in what you do. So it takes that productivity and that quality and it merges them into consistency so that every day things are getting done. One of the beauties of what I do is that when I go to sleep at night, things get done in my business. And I do that for my clients. When they go to sleep at night, they know that things are getting done in their business because my team is supporting them. So when you hire someone to do work for you, and they do things that you don't have to do yourself anymore, it frees you up, it saves you money, allows you to focus on what you do best by hiring someone to do everything else. This allows everything in your business to be more consistent. You're able to consistently be in front of people more often, to be in front of more clients, to lead people better, to spend more time managing and strategizing, and spend less time doing the operational, routine, day-to-day stuff. And once that happens, you're able to scale your business. That's why people outsource. That's how I've been doing it for almost 20 years, how I've helped big companies grow teams, how I've helped small business owners find the right virtual assistant, whatever it is. If you apply these 5 tips, if you focus on not just the money, but what gives you the best bang for your buck. If you focus not just on the time savings, but on how you're freeing up your top people from doing things that are repetitive. If you figure out how to increase your productivity by finding people who can own a niche, who can take their talent and maximize it. And if you ensure quality by keeping your people happy. And number 5, if you are able to do all this more consistently, then you're going to be massively successful, even more than you are now. And you do that through outsourcing. So again, Dan Meyer, those are my 5 tips on what you should think about when you're going to outsource, whether you're hiring a virtual assistant for a couple hours a day, or you're looking to add virtual teams to take over whole business lines. Think about this. You can check out my company at sonicva.com. Go there, make an appointment. You can drop a comment below. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't done already. I have a series of videos talking about both for virtual team members, how to upskill and be better virtual assistants or virtual employees, as well as for people that are managing virtual assistants, how to get more out of a virtual team, and then also how to grow and scale your business with virtual staffing. So again, thank you for your time. Now get out there and have an amazing day.